What's happening? I just wanted to touch base on a particular topic. Just throwing it out there. This is just my opinion. I have limited information, but it's just something that I just, see in videos and different stuff like that. So we talk about Russian collusion. Was it collusion? Collusion, I think. Russian collusion. And so at the end of the day, this is all I know. I know that public safety is an issue. We have such a thing today that is called collateral consequences. Collateral consequences come when someone has committed a crime. The collateral consequences that are connected to the punishment of a crime is for public safety. With all that being said is that, in my opinion, if there has been evidence that there were meetings between anyone that was connected to the presidential cabinet or, government or any of the above. And then there's a scandal that's going on concerning these particular individuals or any type of connections. Once that's happened, the question to me is no longer if there is a direct connection. There is enough of a connection already. If I'm not going to sit here and argue the fact of, oh, well, what did you talk to them about? And then you avoiding giving me a straightforward answer of what you really talked to them about. We're not even going to do that, because at the end of the day, if there's not any evidence, that's the problem as well. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, public safety, we shouldn't have to play guessing games. There shouldn't be such a thing as a guessing game on what did you talk to somebody about? And what was it concerning? And how does this play out as far as security goes? What? Hold on, man. You talk to somebody. You have business connections with someone or entity or group of individuals in some way, shape, form, or fashion that has been found to have been illegally tampering in some type of governmental process. And you meaning to tell me that because you may be able to cover it up, that's just the end all be all, and no, man, not in your position, not in your position, not in your position. Maybe someone else, but not in your position. The position that you hold, you can't do that. No. Someone as a public servant have to have full trust in you. Have to have the full trust that every single little thing that you do is for the American people, period. It isn't that anything that you attempt to do is for the benefit of the American people. I seen a video where someone had met with someone, and it was concerning Hillary Clinton. So that right there to me is enough, because in the business world, you're asking for something and you don't get something for nothing. So yeah, there might have been cash payments made out, but besides those cash payments, now there is an ongoing business relationship that has interjected itself into the natural governing processes of the United States. That's something that is dangerous to me. The processes that govern the United States of America should be left to stand on its own. It should not be infiltrated in any way, shape, form, or fashion by any type of foreign entity, whether it be private business and or an individual or a collection of individuals. The was it Russian consulate or the members of the individuals that collectively have been ousted, so to speak, as far as their involvement in the American affairs, that if there is, like I said, any connection between any of those individuals and any of the individuals that are working in close connection with elected officials, this is a problem. This is a huge problem. This is a problem like beyond belief. And just the fact of, as a public servant, you should be able to tell me exactly what you were doing. I shouldn't have to guess. I shouldn't have to say, what's going on here? Is there a connection? No, it should be transparent. It should be laid out on the table. It shouldn't be any fight back. It shouldn't be any kickback. It should be, we were trying to do this for the American people. I mean, now, I tread lightly when I say this, but wasn't some meeting about finding some dirt on Hillary Clinton? Like you met with individuals for underhanded reasons. I say underhanded, I don't say illegal, because I don't know exactly if it was legal or illegal. But we know it was for underhanded purposes. It was for mudslinging. So at what point does that divisiveness stop? Because all their actions seem to be divisive, and the particular action that you have admitted to meeting with someone with is divisive. So how is it then that any reasonable person afterwards would conclude that the connection between the two bodies that's in question was not of a divisive nature as well, as it continued and it was ongoing? And that's by your own admittance. That isn't stretching. That's by what you've admitted. So, if I can't trust you as a public servant, then why are you there? And I'm not saying that you're the worst person in the world. I'm not saying that you're pure evil. I'm not saying any of those things. But what I am saying is that I shouldn't have to play a guessing game. I know that. I think T.I. and Kanye West just had that song, and in that song T.I. was saying, well, it's important for us to know where you going with things, bro. You know what I mean? Like, why are you doing the things that you doing? Because everything that you have built up can be torn down. No one is above the law, man. Business is not above the law. The law is what God's, the founding principles of America. And that goes beyond the capitalistic society and foundation upon which it was also built. Those principles supersede. See, I understand that as well. I understand that there are layers when it comes to the law. I do understand this. But one thing I understand is that above all is that the security of any institution in America and the citizens of America come first. That comes first and foremost. At the end of the day, there's no way you can cut that. You can use all the gray area in between as to say, well, this is why it wasn't illegal and this is why no, at the end of the day, you play that game every day with collateral consequences. If you didn't, then why is it that so many individuals who have a nonviolent crime are not able to get jobs working with the public? So that lets me know that you understand the gray areas. You understand that someone can commit an act, and that act can have a byproduct that can affect the collective of the society. It's the same thing with this collusion. The act of collusion, of talking, of doing business, of knowing, and those individuals being somehow connected, somehow in the circle, somehow in the inner workings, somehow having any type of association with individuals who are already found to be guilty of some type of infraction, especially when it comes to governmental processes then that is enough of alone. I thought that with sometimes just the accusation is a killer sometimes. So, for the individuals out there who say that the law is, no one is above the law, well, then we need to hold these individuals accountable, for those actions, because that doesn't, if anything, what that does is that degrades the law's ability to be able to properly function and provide the public safety in which you are guaranteed according to the Constitution. According to the Constitution, you are guaranteed that. So, at the end of the day, regardless, you can make an argument. You can say, I don't have all the details. You can say, I don't know everything. And that is probably in your best interest, not mine. It's probably not in you're saying it as if it's in, as in to discredit what I'm saying, because I don't fully know A to Z. Sometimes you don't have to fully know A to Z. Sometimes if you know A to Z, it only makes it worse on you, not me. So at the end of the day, I'm just saying that's just one point that I can just bring up. These things, these topics that I bring up, this is just me coming off the top of my head. This is not really researching, really looking, really digging, really combing through. You know what I mean? This is just the guiding principles. This is applying the guiding principles. So I bid y'all a farewell. Hope this video has been informative in some type of way, has been concise enough for someone to understand, and also just to give you something to think about. Again, it's just my opinion. It does not mean anything whatsoever. I'm just throwing it out there in the air, something for us to think about. Holla back at you.